Alright, what's going on, guys? Final match with Oars, the budget black and white enchantments deck in Modern. We'll see what our hand looks like, but yeah, it all comes down to this. We are 2-2, so we're either gonna be 3-2 or 2-3. We'll see how this goes. It looks like Magic Online might be lagging a bit. Alright, there we go. This hand is acceptable. We've got removal. We've got Underworld Coinsmith with an ethereal armor. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, it's fine. We will keep put it mulligan down to 6. We're going to play a plains and pass. Opponent plays a dual land and a Thoughtseize. Oh dear. It looks like we're going to be playing against an expensive deck. When someone's playing Thoughtseize over Inquisition of Kozilek, not that they're probably playing both, but it's a pretty good indication that it's not a budget deck. Not a budget deck here. We will see what they take. They take Underworld Coinsmith, our only creature. Sure. And we draw Journey to Nowhere. Well, that's more removal, so that's not the worst. We just don't have anything to put the ethereal armor on, and if they're playing black control, then we're probably just never going to have anything to put ethereal armor on. Opponent plays another dual land. Plays Intangible Virtue. Okay. We drew an Oblivion Ring. Well, let's just get rid of their enchantment. We have plenty of removal. Yep, that's gone. So that's good. Alright, we'll pass. Opponent plays a Godless Shrine. Goes to 14. Plays a Lingering Soul. So 2 tokens. Okay, well, we draw a Sigil of the Empty Throne. That's not terrible. We need another land and a couple turns, though, before that becomes useful. So we're going to pass. Going to pass for now. Opponent plays another Godless Shrine and goes down 2 more lives, so down to 12. Opponent plays a Lingering Souls or flashes it back. So yeah, there's tokens. Lots of tokens there. Opponent attacks for 2. We go to 18. Opponent plays Bitter Blossom. Okay, yeah, Bitter Blossom's awesome, but it's a very expensive card. It's an insanely expensive card. But we're going to play Sigil of the Empty Throne, I guess. So we're going to take another 4 damage. Actually going to take, 4 damage. We've got removal, and now that removal is going to put tokens into play. So we'll see how this goes. Opponent played a Shambling Vince, so that's annoying. Grim Guardian, sure. So I think we're going to go into Oblivion Ring to get rid of the Bitter Blossom. So that's gone. We get a 4/4 Angel token, so we can start blocking these spirits and fairies. Yeah, it's not going as bad as it could have been. We're ahead on life. I don't think we're not quite ahead on the board. And we have more cards in hand, and we're going to be generating more and more tokens. So yeah, it's not awful. It's not a terrible place to be in right now. See what our opponent's about to play. Okay, Shambling Vince. Sure. Does it have lifelink? That's it. Yeah, so I guess we just block it. It doesn't have Death Touch or anything. So we'll kill the Shambling Vince. Opponent goes to 13, we go to 9, so we're no longer ahead on life. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, because I really hope they don't have a Path to Exile. That would be basically the worst thing ever. But we can throw these ethereal armors on these angels. But for now, yeah, we'll play Grim Guardian. Opponent goes to 12, we get an angel. Let's put an ethereal armor on the angel that came into play last turn. We get another angel. Okay, there we go. Wow. Yeah, Sigil of the Empty Throne. There we go. It does win games sometimes when you can get it in play and, you don't die. So we're going to bring in Illness in the Ranks for all of those tokens. We're going to take out probably a Master of the Feast, which is bad against control decks. Yeah, so we'll do that, and we'll get into game 2. All right, game 2 against I don't even know what this deck is. Some kind of black-white thing. This hand's keepable so long as we draw an extra land, but the Illness in the Ranks is good. It's good against all these tokens. Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, it might be gone now. We'll see what they decide, but Illness in the Ranks seems like a good choice. Yep, there it goes. Whoop, that's a bummer. We only have one of those, and it's gone now. We draw a Journey to Nowhere. So, got removal. Just not going to play a creature until turn 3. Opponent plays Duress. That's interesting. So they have Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek, and Duress in the same deck. They take out an Oblivion Ring. Okay. We draw a Swamp. That's exactly what we needed. We needed a third land, so that's fine, but we're going to pass. Not much to do here. Kind of a slow, clunky game for us. Opponent is picking our hand apart. Spectral Possession. So 3/1/1 spirits with flying. If only I had illness in the ranks, but yep, we get a land. We're going to play Grim Guardian. Opponent takes 1, goes to 16, and we will pass. Alright, well, I guess that's just about it for us for now. I'm assuming we're going to take 3 this turn and go to 17. See what my opponent is playing. A Sorin, well, yeah, Sorin is a thing. So, oh, ouch, right, because the tokens. Yeah, we're going to take 6 and they're going to gain 6. That's a thing. That's a thing that's not a good thing for us. Yep, those tokens are 2/1s with lifelink. We go to 14, opponent goes to 22. We draw a land. Finally we had Oblivion Ring, that would be nice. I guess we play Grim Guardian. Opponent takes 2 and goes to 20. Let's attack the Sorin, not that it matters much. But, yeah, it's the +1 ability that's going to kill us. I guess they could do the -2 and then start doing the +1 after that just to kill us a little bit faster. Oh, yep, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they put a vampire token in play, a 2/2 with flying, intangible virtue. That is why they did that. That makes sense. So it looks like we're going to take 6 again. We're going to go to 8, and we're probably dead next turn. It's looking like that's probably going to be the case. We draw planes. Yeah, that pretty much means we're dead. Because if they do the +1 ability on Sorin, then bad things happen. We can play Journey to Nowhere and exile the vampire, and that'll give us 1 more turn, right? No, it won't. No, we're going to take 9. No, it doesn't. Right, I forgot to account for it, right. Alright, yeah, we're dead. We're just going to concede. We're going to take 9, and they're going to gain 9 next turn, so yeah, we lose. I kind of think I want to bring in Grim Guardian, because this isn't super control heavy, like I thought. So we'll replace it with a Journey to Nowhere. And let's bring in a Mortify for the intangible virtue. I'll just bring in 1. We'll see how this does. We've got a flying creature. That extra Master of the Feast is going to give us the flying creature to deal with the things. But yeah, we'll get into the final game and see how this goes. Alright, game 3, final game. Final game in the final match with Oars. And I guess this is keepable. We have an Oblivion Ring. We've got 3 mana. We've got 2 Grim Guardians. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. See if our opponent starts picking our hand apart like they have been in the past. Alright, they crack a Windswept Heath. Put in a Godless Shrine. So they go to 17, but yep, there it is. Inquisition of Kozilek. So probably, yep, the Oblivion Ring. I think that was the only option, right? We draw a tapped land. Play that, gain 1 life, and we will pass. Opponent plays a Concealed Courtyard. We draw a land. We'll play a dual land. We'll play Grim Guardian. Opponent goes to 16, and we will pass. So, the good news is our opponent hasn't done a whole lot. Oh, we'll pass the Exile. Okay, so we'll grab a Swamp, and we will pass. Yeah, so, opponent hasn't been doing too much, but then again, neither have we. Bitter Blossom. And I don't have an answer for that, unless we draw it here. And then we do. Wow. Wow. Alright, yeah, we're going to play that. For sure. Or should we? Wait. I kind of like the idea of leaving it and playing Fate Unraveler. Because they're going to be taking 2 per turn. Obviously, the fairies are going to be a problem as they build up. I say, yeah, let's just leave it in for a couple turns. We'll let them have a couple fairies. It'll be fine. Maybe. Alright, beginning of our opponent's upkeep, they take 1 from Bitter Blossom and get a token, and then they take 1 from Fate Unraveler, so they go to 14. This might have been a mistake, but we'll see how this goes. I just want to sap some life out of them. Oh, well, there's a Gideon. Yep, that's a Gideon. And they put a token in play. We draw a land, and we're going to play Grim Guardian. Opponent goes to 11, and we're going to play Oblivion Ring for sure. I guess it's a good thing we sat on it, because, now we can get rid of the Gideon. I'd rather get rid of the Gideon than the Bitter Blossom, I guess. So Gideon's gone. Opponent loses 1 and goes to 10. We can attack for 3. Opponent chooses to chump block. Okay, so that's a fairy that's gone, which works for us. That means they're just sapping their own life and not really getting much out of it. So they take one there, go to 9, take one from Fate Unraveler, go to 8. So we might be able to grind them out. I mean, we've got the grind strategy going. Never mind, we don't have the grind strategy going. Fate Unraveler is dead. Gets disenchanted. Thoughtseize has nothing to target, so that's fine. So opponent goes to 6, but doesn't get anything out of it. Is my opponent going to die to their own Bitter Blossom before they kill me? That's well, we draw land, so we can't really aid them in their own death. But what we really don't want right now is a Sorin, because our opponent's going to be losing 1 life per turn. They've got 5 turns just from their own card. Opponent cracks a Windswept Heath, go to 4. So yeah, the last thing we want to see is a Sorin, a Fatal Push. Ouch. They're still going to die, though. They're going to die in 4 turns to their own Bitter Blossom. So long as we don't... Oh, and... there it is. Yep. That's probably going to be the game. That's the one thing that we just did not want to see. Because the lifelink... Alright, well, we take 5. Opponent gains 5. They go to 9. We go to 16. We draw land. No. Alright, concede. That's it. The lifelink is going to be too much. There's no way. Yeah, Gnarled Scar Hide isn't going to help. It's just, it wasn't going to happen, guys. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. That's a losing series. I actually did record a series once that lost and just, I ditched it. I was like, it's not worth it. It's a bad deck. I'm going to try not to do that this time, because I do want to show this deck. I've been saying that I wanted to show this Black-White Enchantments deck, but we got our faces smashed by those aggro decks, and yeah, we couldn't really recover from that. So looks like we're 2-3. It's a losing series, a losing deck. But I think the deck has some promise. I think the mana curve needs some work. It's a little bit clunky. It seems like every single game we're not doing much the first couple turns. Maybe, some Thoughtseizes would be nice. Yeah, those would be cool. Those aren't budget friendly though. I don't know if I'd want to do Duress or not, but yeah, it needs some stuff in the early game. But hey, we're 2-3. It's kind of a cool deck. It's definitely a very cheap deck. The thing's 2 tickets. I mean, this is something that you can throw together and you can kind of toy around with it yourself if you want. Definitely, if you do something like that, definitely let me know. I'd always be curious if people actually build and play with the decks featured on this channel. Because they are kind of janky and budgety and not necessarily the most competitive, but they're kind of fun. But hey, at the end of the series, we are 2-3. So, hey, if you like this series, check out the channel. I do a ton of budget, janky, silly stuff like this. Usually with a better record. This is, I think, officially, as of right now, the worst deck on the channel. The worst record, I think so. Have we had another 2-3 deck? Maybe. But either way, yeah, there's lots of budget, janky stuff like this on the channel. Usually they have better records. We usually do a little bit better with them. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to watch. Also pack openings and some rambly type of videos as well. So check out the channel if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. And I guess I will see you guys with whatever deck comes next.